Alright, good morning, Mistralton City. My name's adamew, the coach of your Mistralton City Mews, and welcome to WPF Week 1 versus Skippy, and yeah. I am not scripting this, I'm just going off of what's going to happen in this game, so yeah. I'm not really entirely satisfied with my commentary for this game because I had a bit of a frustrating week this week, and there's a lot of dead air in my commentary, which I don't really enjoy. I know I'm kind of a dead air commentator, but it was especially apparent this week. I was just very out of my element. But we move on. So, pretty quick team builder here. Why, I'm not going to show like my actual team because I don't have it on hand just now, but I pretty much brought a Terraflying Heatran with Covert Cloak. Is like, I think, Fire Move with Flamethrower, Heavy Slam, maybe. Forget, did I bring Heavy Slam? I think I brought Heavy Slam. It's been a minute since I built the team, but it's a specially defensive Heatran to handle my opponent's Shaman Sky. I brought a low kick set with protective pads to get around Moltres. Pretty much 4 stab moves with Sucker Punch, First Impression, U-Turn, Knockoff. Their team doesn't really appreciate Knockoff. I have a Corrosion Glamora with Toxic to poison King Gambit, or I forget if I can poison Slowking or not, but also have Mortal Spin to hit stuff, remove hazards, poison stuff, you know. And then I think I had Earth Power and Sludge Bomb as the stab moves. I have a regular utility Landorus with Rocks U-Turn EQ, and I think Stone Edge. SD Iron Hands with Supercell Slam, Drain Punch, and I forget, I think it's Heavy Slam as well. And finally we have a Colberberry Calm Mind Spectrier with Taunt, CM, Draining Kiss, Shadow Ball. And yeah, that'll be the team, and we're just going to go straight into the game. So I see that they brought the Suicune, which is very, very bad for my team because I don't have an answer for Suicune. Also, I have Wumberry on Iron Hands to get around Scald Burns or Flame Body Burns or, you know, any type of burn they want to throw at me. So think here, yeah, I weed Landorus. I went back and forth on it a bit because I felt the Suicune lead was obvious, and lo and behold, that is what they led with. Apologies for skipping around a bit. I will stop now. So, block my Intimidate with Inner Focus, and I am already screwed. And yeah, this is kind of where the game started to come undone for me. I'm not even gonna lie. It came undone from turn 1. So, yeah. But this game pretty much is a masterclass on, like... Well, not really a masterclass. This game is an example of pretty much how good I think Spectre Iron Hands can be, despite this game ended up being a loss. So, here we go. I him and haw for a bit, and I just decided I'm going to get Rocks up because those things help a bit. Because I can't really do much to Suicune in terms of switching in since I didn't bring a Araquanid this week, which I'm going to have to be more weary of. So yeah, Scald does over half, doesn't Oko. I think they wanted to Ice Beam this turn, but Scald is generally more free, and I can't blame them for quicking Scald instead. So, here, I'm kind of screwed, so I think I just decided to let Landorus go down, leaving Sandy Shocks unchecked. And, yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Like, genuinely, what can possibly go wrong? It's not like I need Landorus in this game. I think I reasoned that I didn't need Landorus at the time, but I very much needed Landorus to win this game. unbeknownst to me. I do probably about 25% to it at best, and Suicune picks the kill up on Landorus, but I felt that Spectre Iron Hands would be enough to win this game solo, which, I mean, I'm not entirely wrong. I debated on whether I wanted to go Iron Hands or Spectre first. I probably should have went Iron Hands, but I think I ended up going Spectre. Yeah, I go Spectre. So I was so close. I was so close to going Iron Hands. But he goes Spectre because he's clueless, and yeah, the yarn begins to unravel. So here, I think I said, or I go for a taunt, yeah. I click taunt, thinking that they want to set up Calm Minds alongside me. I stand by this play because I don't know if Spectre can win a Calm Mind war versus Suicune. And yeah. So taunt the Suicune, but they click Scald anyways, getting chip damage on me. And yeah, it's just kind of a bad situation for me. Spectre is getting chipped, and yeah, I need to set up. Like, I need to get going. So I think for a bit, I eventually do think I commit to clicking Calm Mind. Yep. Sorry, I skipped ahead again, but I just don't see a need to drag this out. Fortunately, they don't get a Skull Burn. This thing must have sheer force or something. So, yeah. I then commit to clicking Calm Mind again? So, yeah. I was debating whether or not to click Draining Kiss this turn, and this ends up being the wrong move as they perfectly play King Gambit right here. Because, I mean, Ozymandias is a good King Gambit nickname. I'm not gonna lie. Ozymandias, really good King Gambit nickname. I love it. But they perfectly read it. Granted, Draining Kiss was probably gonna do about like 20 anyways, but like every bit of chip counts in this game. And here is doing some calcs, seeing if Sucker Punch would kill my set, and it did. So I couldn't risk that, so I went Iron Hands, and yeah. Iron Hands comes in as they, I think, click Kowtow. Doing a solid chunk, and here I'm going to very reliably predict their switch, because I mean, this is just an easy call to make. So they switch, and they will go into Glowking. Take a bit of Rocks Chip, and I SD up, and from my calcs, I didn't calc this. It was just kind of a vibe call. I just clicked Supercell because I thought it would be enough, and it wouldn't have been enough. That crit actually did matter, so it wouldn't have been enough to kill anyways, but it doesn't really make a difference because my whole like thing in this game is I made bad plays. Like, this is probably some of the worst Pokemon I've played in my life. So they send out Sandy Shocks, very clearly trying to revenge kill me, and I just didn't see it. So I stayed in, banking on the fact that I could live an Earth Power. What did I do? I hate this. I hate Windows Media Player. I stayed in banking on the fact that I could live an Earth Power when I couldn't. So I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. You see here, I was so close to making the correct play. I was so close to making the right play and going into low kicks. Granted, I didn't know that at the time. I felt my low kick switch was way too obvious, but I didn't think that they just outright just stay in. And I sack my Iron Hands for nothing. So, yeah, Iron Hands dies for nothing, and it's looking very, very bad for my team. Spectre can still come in and win this. I just need Chip on the King Gambit, but it's looking very, very grim. I'm not even gonna lie. It's looking very, very bad for me. Because I've lost my King Gambit play with Iron Hands. And, yeah. If I kept Landorus alive, the Sandy Shocks wouldn't have been much of, or wouldn't have been, like, as hard of a play to make. But I didn't keep it alive, and I'm paying the price for it. And, yeah. That Iron Hands was pretty much my last chance to get back in the game. I start setting this thing up. Fortunately, they don't get a crit on me, but yeah, it's very doomed right now. I need to quit Draining Kiss because I think they can kill me with another move, and plus I think I was reading the King Gambit coming in anyways. So, yeah. This would be the first read I actually got right since the Swoking turn. So, yeah. They do switch in King Gambit, and it keeps getting very slightly chipped. As I have to play out of my mind to get back in this game. Does a solid chunk of damage to it. And the King Gambit in this game was actually Terra Dark. So I had a feeling it would be like one berry or something, which it ended up being. And it would either be one berry or Terra Fire to get around Will-O-Wisp Spectre. So I think their logic with kowtowing a lot here was that they were going to catch a Will-O-Wisp from Spectre when I didn't have it. So here I ended up going low kicks to take the hit because Spectre still didn't live the hit, and I was expecting Sucker Punch. But they just keep quicking kowtow, and I couldn't really understand why. But here, felt the Moltres play was very obvious, so I quick knock, remove its boot so it'd be taking 50% from hazards. And that is what they would go into. So Moltres comes out, quick knock, do a solid chunk of damage, don't get the Flame Body proc because I have prop pads. And now I have to go, I went into Glamora because, yeah, I need to, like, I need to make pretty uncomfortable plays to win this. I probably should have went Heatran, to be honest, but I needed to, my logic was I needed to keep health on that thing for Skyman. But, yeah, this game, it doesn't really go on much longer. I know I think I end the thing, well, no, I don't forfeit early, but like I end the recording before the, you know, results are shown. Granted, the game's over by then, but still yet. They quick roost, heal their health back, and here I think I just quick, what do I quick? I think I quick Toxic, reading a switch on something. I think I was close to quicking Earth Power, but I opted to Toxic because I thought King Gambit was going to come in. Granted, Earth Power would have killed King Gambit, so I don't really understand my play at the time. As I do go Sandy Shocks, which I would have killed Sandy Shocks, and that would have made a huge difference in the outcome of this game, potentially. But, yeah. So, Shocks. I'm forced to go back into low kicks. Low kicks has taken way too much damage. And yeah. Yeah. I don't really have much to add for this game because, like, it was just impressive how badly I could play this game. Like, that was genuinely impressive. Earth Power would have killed the King Gambit. Granted, they could have went Suicune, but, like, yeah. It's pretty much a matter of when they can get Suicune in. So Moltres comes out. A quick first impression. Not doing a ton of damage. But I need to pretty much go into something. This is around whenever I should have sent in Spectrier to exert a bit more pressure with setup. Now that I'm thinking about it. But I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really realize that at the time. I was trying to position Spectre best I could without realizing that this was one of the best positions I could put Spectre in. Because I could set up on Moltres and potentially kill it. And I'm realizing that Spectre can win this game, I just need to position it right. So here I quick Sludge Bomb, because it's the only move I can really hit Moltres with, as it will quick Scorching Sands to do a crap ton of damage to me. Gets the burn, because why wouldn't it? And yeah. Pretty much they can just quick Roost for free. I don't really have much else to do except quick Sludge Bomb. I think I barely miss out on the kill too. And yeah. So I quick Sludge Bomb. They live on probably 1 or 2 HP. So yeah, but it doesn't really matter because with how bad I played this game, it's pretty much over. Because the rest of my team, like, I need to send Spectre in to get some semblance of this game back. And yeah. Here, I think what do I do? Because I think I quit Calm Mind. And I do quit Calm Mind. Because I think they quick Roost again. So I punish the Roost by quicking Calm Mind. No, they just U-turn. Okay. Because they can come in on rocks once more, so I guess that makes sense. But, I mean, game is over, pretty much. They'll send out King Gambit, and this stage of the game I have to stay in, pretty much. Because I think I have to gamble on them quicking Kowtow and me living it. And I think, I forgot what their item was, but I think I got the wrong end of a roll, potentially. I do quick Draining Kiss, which ends up being the right play, but they do, I think, kill me with Kowtow Queeve, which was, I think, a 50-50 roll. Yeah, it was a 50-50 roll, probably. And yeah, I didn't lose solely because of the 50-50 roll being missed. But it definitely sealed my fate. As the rest of my team just gets walled by Suicune, and yeah. And you can see just how long it's taken me to make a move. I know my goose is cooked. And this just keeps piling on to a very unfortunate week of battles for me. I could have had a bit more differential if I just played smarter. I could have won this if I played smarter, but I couldn't play well, and yeah, I paid the price for it. So, Wokix picks up the consolation KO on Moltres. They do that to get Suicune in to finish me off. And yeah, I'm not going to skip ahead because, I mean, it's a very quick sequence of events. I think this thing has taunt, but it doesn't really make a difference because I can't break Suicune. And I just want this game to be over with as soon as possible because this game was probably the worst I've played since, I think, UPA, where I played Chris those 2 times. So, yeah. Oh, this didn't even have taunt. I had Power Gem from Moltres and Heavy Slam. So, yeah, I had 4 attacks, a quick Earth Power, hoping for a drop. I didn't Terra anything. I should have had a different Terra type on Iron Hands now that I think about it, but it's a tough call to make. Scald comes out, does nearly half to me. Earth Power does nothing, and did they quit Calm Mind here? I think they do, even though they have no reason to. They just have to quick Scald like 3 times and they win. And honestly, the sequence of turns is pretty much why I decided to do a post-commentary, because I got pretty frustrated at the game at this point, because I didn't think they needed to quick Calm Mind to finish me off, but fortunately they only set up 1, and yeah, it doesn't really matter. He realized the game was over, I realized the game was over, and yeah. That is going to be WPF Week 1. The worst game I've played in a long time. Or not in a long time, but in a bit. I couldn't get a read right at all. Like, I mean, that's a lie. I could get a read right, but I couldn't get the right reads right. I stayed in the game because Spectre exerted so much pressure in this. Like, Spectre exerted a lot of pressure, and yeah. Skull finishes me off, and I end the recording here, so yeah. I was frustrated at the time, but good games to Skippy. It's hard to say well played. Like, I'm not sure how much of this was them playing well as opposed to me playing bad. So, there's that. I don't know how much of this was them playing well as opposed to me playing bad. I think it was a combination of both, because they are a pretty solid player. I played them before in PMPL, and they cooked me again. So, yeah, I think they beat me with, like, Specs Galvantula, realizing that my ground type was a Sandaconda. And yeah, like, Skippy's always beaten me, so the fact that he beat me here is not a surprise, but I'm just like surprised at how lopsided it was and how badly I played. Like, I played awful. So yeah, if you're new to my channel from WPF, I don't always play this badly, but yeah, it's just a weird week for me. I definitely need to bring Araquanid to play a bit more confidently around Suicune, and I think Araquanid over Wokix or something would have actually probably won me the game, because I could play more confidently around Suicune and I wouldn't have had to sack Landorus for nothing. So yeah, that is what it is. Hindsight's 2020. We will have to saddle up next week and play Gentleman Thomas, and I've been looking forward to that game for a long time. So, a bit of backstory. I I was in a league called the Crowns Tundra in 2021. Me and Thomas go way back. I was in a league called the Crowns Tundra in 2021, and Thomas was in that league too. And he recorded it, I think. Like it's an ancient video. It'll be an ancient video, but I think he did record it. And I remember we were in playoffs. We both made it to semifinals, and if we both won, we'd play in finals. And I think he got really destroyed in semifinals potentially. And I remember that game, and yeah, I've always wanted to play him since that game, and I never got a chance to. Because I mean, I've not really been in many leagues with Thomas, but I just never got a chance to. But those 4 years of waiting will finally be at its end next week, as I gotta play him and his Terapagos Roaring Moon team with a Spectrier. So, yeah. I did end up, for the record on that league, I did end up winning that championship pretty dominantly over the team that beat Thomas. So, yeah. It's up on my personal YouTube, I think, but yeah, I'm not gonna share it. If you know, you know. But yeah. That'll be it. That'll be it. I don't really have much else to add to this game. Skippy cooked me as he should, and yeah, I just hope I can play better next week. This team is like very dependent on getting the right 6, and I did not have the right 6 here. I staked my faith in low kicks when I should have put a Rackmanit in, and that's on me. And yeah. Hope to see you next week for when we finally get to play Gentleman Thomas. Peace.